What is going on, everybody? I am Rob Westerman, the third of GBP Daily, and thank you for tuning in to the Rob Westerman Show. You can find me all over the social spheres at GBP Daily. Shoot me a follow, subscribe to the YouTube channel, hit me up in the DMs. I am always available to talk Packers anytime, any day, and today is Wednesday, November 12th. Happy Wednesday, happy Giants week. We head over to New York this weekend to face the New York Football Giants. An interesting matchup on tap for Sunday, a noon game, Lambeau time. And I know we are all still complaining about the loss to the Eagles on Monday night, and rightfully so. It was downright embarrassing how we performed, especially on the offensive side of the ball. 7 total points. So many mistakes, and it seemed like every time that we got on the Eagles side of the field, we just kind of made some mistakes, right? 7 total points, so many mistakes, and it seemed like every time that we had something go our way, it was nullified with the penalty, like illegal formation. On the Christian Watson play, we finally get a good play downfield, and it gets brought back by an illegal formation. Or a play like the sack or a fumble. It was ugly in a lot of ways, and that is why we lost 10-7. So still can't believe that we lost a game where we only allowed 10 points at home. So from that, we've got a lot of questions, right? Matt LaFleur being at the top of everybody's hit list one way or another. Some want him fired. Some want him to give up play calling duties to somebody else, both of which I think are valid questions and or complaints, but also at the same time a little bit ridiculous. And I'll start by saying, who would you replace him with if you want him gone, and who would you hand over play calling duties if you want him to stop calling plays? And I have yet to really got great answers to either of those questions, but I'll let you guys in the chat give me what you think there. Some folks want Lucas Haversick to be the guy at kicker, and although he has never kicked outdoors in his professional career before this year, I think it's a valid question. I do think this one is a debate worth having, though. Brandon McManus, not including Monday night, has struggled since he came back from his quad injury. He ranks 39th out of 39 kickers in field goal percentage on the year, so clearly not doing that great. He also was said to be the guy moving forward today by Coach LaFleur, and I personally don't expect that to change for the rest of the year. So unless he has a catastrophic game, he will be our guy moving forward. Anybody in here planning to go to a Packers game this year? Maybe you're planning on going to the New York Giants game on Sunday in New York. Maybe you're planning on hitting up Lambeau Field for the few remaining home games we have left. Do not buy your tickets anywhere else other than TickPick. They guarantee the cheapest Packers tickets on the market, and if you find cheaper tickets elsewhere, they will refund you 110% of your money back. Same tickets as everybody else, StubHub, SeatGeek, all those guys. And TickPick is the cheapest every single time. Use the code Packers22 for an extra $22 off the already cheapest tickets on the market. Shout out to TickPick. Appreciate their partnership with myself. I have used TickPick countless times, and I have never had an issue. And use the extra code, $22 off the already cheapest Packers tickets on the market. You cannot go wrong. TickPick is the best in the biz. Let's hop into the comment section here, shall we? And as always, if you want to be a part of the show, give me a call on the Nicolet Law hotline, 319-242-2332. Family owned and operated since 2007 with decades of combined legal experience. Nicolet Law's team of compassionate local attorneys are prepared to meet your unique legal challenges head on. Nicolet Law is just shy of 2,000 five-star reviews and have helped their clients recover over $350 million in the last 17 years that they have been in business. Injured? Get Nicolet. My man, E-Dog in the chat. I believe in this team. I really think they can win games and turn it back around. That's what I'm talking about, baby. That starts this weekend, right? Out in New York against a Jameis Winston-led New York Giants team. They got a new head coach, new quarterback. We really need to win this game. If we don't, stuff is going to hit the fan. That is for sure. Nate, my man, Rob, wife and I will be in New York this weekend, bringing the positive vibes to the Meadowlands. Enjoy the game, Nate. Hopefully you will see a win. I fully expect this team to handle business out there. I was optimistic, right, for Monday night. The defending Super Bowl champions coming into our house. I thought it'd be a close game, which it was. I didn't necessarily think that we would shut them down like we did on the defensive side of the ball, but our offense just couldn't muster up anything. So a 10-7 final it was, and it was dreadful to watch. That's for sure. Nate, enjoy the game. Hope you guys have a great time. My man Mitch in the house. Why does Matt LaFleur refuse to play the best players we have? Best 4 wide receivers only should be played. I do agree with this because I was talking about this with a buddy of mine last week. I'm sick of seeing Savion Williams out there. Malik Heath, I'm sick of seeing him out there. Those guys are your 5 and 6 best wide receivers, and they should be used on special teams and pretty much special teams only. This past week, it was kind of tough without Matthew Golden, right? And we even saw Bo Melton getting reps at receiver. He had 26 snaps on offense. And if that doesn't tell you where our wide receiver room is at, then woof, we are in big trouble. Romeo Doubs obviously went down during the game as well. But, yeah, the wide receiver room. And it didn't look this way after we drafted Golden and Savion, but it is sparse. Christian Watson coming back from the ACL. He looks great, by the way. Romeo Doubs went down with a chest, and he is expected to be back this week. That leaves you with Dontavian Wicks, who just came back from the calf. And then, like we said, Malik Heath and Savion Williams. So we're kind of in a rough little spot. I really, really, really need Jaden Reed to come back as soon as possible. And by the way, Jaden Reed is expected to come back for the Thanksgiving game against the Lions or the week after. So we will see exactly when in the next few weeks he is going to return, and we can't wait. I can't wait. I think we are seeing now how much we actually miss him in this offense. So thank you, Mitch. Appreciate you for hopping in. What else we got here? Jason, how would you judge Jordan Love so far this year? Jason, I will say he hasn't played nearly as bad as what people on social media will tell you. You got to remember, just a couple of weeks ago, after the Steelers game, everybody, including myself, thought he inserted himself into the MVP conversation, which I think he did at the time. And now he's getting quite a bit of hate, and some of it is warranted. He did not play his best on Monday night. He clearly didn't play good against the Panthers. But he is without his wide receiver 1 from last year and Jaden Reed, his tight end 1 this past game in Tucker Kraft. Matthew Golden wasn't out there, and the offensive line, which I think is the biggest problem on the team, is playing so bad that he can't even get all the way back into his drop to look downfield, before being smothered by the defensive front. That's pretty much just mowing over our guys up front. So it's sad to watch our dudes up front just get destroyed every time and time again. And Josh Jacobs is getting hit in the backfield because of it. Jordan Love is under pressure constantly because of it. And we can't move the ball because our guys up front can't move anybody to save their lives. So they got to figure it out. And with Elton Jenkins going down for the rest of the year, it looks like it's going to be a tall task. So hopefully they can drink the magic Kool-Aid and get rolling. Because that, in my opinion, is what's holding the offense back is the offensive line. Jordan, though, back to Jordan. He is top 10 in a bunch of quarterback stats. I think he's playing like a top 10 quarterback, even without all of the pieces I just mentioned. However, there are some moments in games like on Monday night with the fumble that have to get cleaned up. So far this year, my grade for him would be a B-, all things considered. Thank you, Jason. Richard. Golden coming back this week. Coach said today, yes, that Golden will be back out at practice this week, and they'll be easing him back in. So not sure what that means for Sunday's game against the Giants, but he will be back out on the practice field in some capacity. They just had a walkthrough today, so the estimated injury report was that he was limited. So doesn't really mean much because they didn't really do anything. But that is the estimation, is that he would have been limited today. So be nice to have him back out there and get him his first touchdown. Blake, Elton Jenkins out for the year. Yes, Elton Jenkins fractured his leg and is said to be highly unlikely that he'll return this year. So if that is the case, I personally think that he probably played his last snaps in Green Bay on Monday night. Unfortunately, he has just not played very well this season, and he made the switch to center after being asked to, and just didn't play to the level that he was expected to. So tough break for Elton. Hopefully he heals up, and wherever he ends up next, hopefully he can be successful. But I do not believe it'll be in Green Bay. Haley, if we fire Matt, who will we hire in his place? Matt, I will start with, is not getting fired. And I'll double down to say that unless we finish the season winless, he'll be our coach again next year. So that is the magic question, though. All the folks who want him fired most likely can't come up with an answer as to who would take his place that they think would do better. Now, the only good answer I have heard is Jeff Hafley. He's a popular name, of course, but I personally want an offensive-minded coach as our head coach, just to kind of be in lockstep with Jordan and the offense, as opposed to a defensive-minded head coach with, a revolving head door of offensive coordinators to work with Jordan. So Matt is not getting fired, at least as of today, and I don't think he will this season. I think he'll be back with us next year, unless we don't win a game the rest of the year. So that's kind of where I'm at. Thank you, Haley. Lanoy, I'm going to the Green Bay versus Ravens end of the year. We'll be there in the Titletown area, in the ice skating area. I came to one game, but it was prime, so I don't know. Yes, that area is pretty sweet. I've been there every time we go, just about, and especially during the wintertime, they got a lot of stuff going on. They got the sledding hill. They got the ice skating rink, like you said. They got a bunch of outdoor games you can play. It is a great, great time. Enjoy the game. I will be most likely at that game as well, and I cannot wait. All right, guys, that is going to do it for me today. Thank you again for tuning in. Always, always, always love talking Packers with you guys. Hit me up on social media at GBP Daily. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Any sort of interaction helps myself and helps the page. I will be back and at it again tomorrow. Thank you again for tuning in, and I'll catch you guys later. Thank you.